Yes guys, what is going on? Stampy here and welcome back to another video on my channel. No, your eyes are not deceiving you right now. It is time to welcome back my FIFA 19 Pro Club's Best Build series. Now I've done this for the last 2 years and I've had really good reception. You guys seem to absolutely love it. You all seem to rate the builds a lot and you actually go ahead and use them in game for the majority of FIFA. Now I know it's really easy to literally just make any build and be like, yep, this is the best build, but today I'm going to show you exactly why my build is the best to use, whether it's the start of the game or at the end. I've got some great clips to show you guys proof. You're not going to see this anywhere else, so strap yourself in. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be doing the striker build. I will be doing all the other positions, left wing, right wing, centre back, centre mid, cam, everything, and I'll also have some bonus episodes at the end of the series. So guys, make sure you show your support down in the comment section below, smash that like button, and I'll try and release as many episodes as I can. So I'm going to be doing it slightly differently this year. I'm going to be showing you guys where to start from the minute you load on to the game mode for the first time. So originally you start with 15 skill points. I've already applied those right now. That's why you can see I've also earned an extra 14 since playing the game. You can see my record on the left, so there is literal proof that this is the best build for you guys to use at the start of the game. I will be showing you guys where the best places are to apply those first 15 skill points that you get for free without playing any games. So we're going to dive straight into it. We're going to go over to the right and show you guys the vitals. Obviously here in the pro section you can just literally obviously apply your own information. Over here it really doesn't matter what your appearance is. The vitals here, obviously you need to be a forward, and the only position or role as a forward is a striker, so that will literally just be there by default. You don't have to touch anything. Over here on the physical tab, this is where things start to change. So your height needs to be 6 foot tall. You'll notice here if you go to 5'11", the heights don't, or sorry, the stats there don't actually change, so it's best to give yourself the extra inch. But you notice as soon as I go above 6 foot here, things do start to change around a bit, but the best base to start off with is 6 foot. So when it comes to weight, I've originally started myself at 149 purely to give myself the best bet at being the fastest on the pitch for my build. Obviously as you increase the weight, your pace does start to go down. As you see, the minute I go past 149, the pace and the agility and all of that stuff starts to drop, including the sprint speed if you have a look. Now as you progress and earn more skill points, get more games under your belt, then you can, if you want to, actually up your weight so you can have a little bit more strength. Obviously the lighter you are, the weaker you'll be, so you'll get pushed off the ball very easily. But the reason why I go with 149 is purely because I believe that pace outdoes strength. So that is all about personal preference. As for your body type, it doesn't change your stats whatsoever, literally just physical appearances. So now that that section is over and done with, we can go over to the player growth. Now you can see here you have 3 different play styles. I've only used one build so far. You can see if you just go back here on the menu that the only position that I've played in the 7 games, I believe, and there, as you can see on the left, I've all been at striker, so I've only edited this top build. Obviously when I build more player positions for you guys, you will see here like different ones that I can use, and it's just nice to have a little preset so you don't have to keep changing your stats over and over again. You could miss something. Right, so we go into it now, player style 1, and you can see here I'm going to show you guys exactly where I spend my skill points. So looking at the first tab that you'll be greeted with on this player traits screen is the physical side, and you can see there I haven't touched anything whatsoever. In my opinion, it's not really worth it right at the start of the game to apply those precious skill points to something such as stamina and strength. Over to the defending tab, and as you can see, obviously I'm a striker. It just wouldn't make any sense to apply any skill points to anything on this list. Now this is where it gets a bit interesting, and I have actually prioritized dribbling. As you can see there, I've got the first 3 unlocked on the left and the first 2 unlocked on the right side of the dribbling tab. Now the reason why I've done this is first of all to get my ball control under wraps, so I have tight control when I'm going forward and attacking the defenders, and also it's to work towards getting higher skill moves. Now you can see on the screen pretty much everything is over 80 apart from balance. It's on 79, and even then you can see we're basically at 80. We're 79% of the way through 79. So everything you'll be dealing with will be average. You won't be struggling, you won't be moving extremely slow, which will give you an advantage over the bots that you do come up against in the higher divisions. Now the 2-star weak foot, at the start of the game I'd definitely recommend keeping skill moves down to a minimum. You just want to keep things basic, and the only real skill move that I believe you should be using, especially at the start of the game, is the ball roll. Over to the passing tab, and I haven't touched anything there. Realistically, if I was a midfielder, I would maybe prioritize passing, but obviously as a striker, I want to be scoring the goals, I want to be as clinical as possible, so wasting skill points in passing, I don't think is very necessary at the start of the game. Now again, onto the shooting tab, and you would think that I would have tried to max out as many as possible, but that is actually not the case. If you have a look on the right hand side, again, nearly everything is at 80 apart from the penalties. Penalties don't really matter too much. I didn't even think I won one in the 7 games that I've played so far, so that's not really a priority. But you look at everything else and pretty much everything is in good shape, high 70s / in the 80s, so we're all good. So the only thing I've applied is the weak foot and also the finishing. So it brings up my finishing. Obviously again, as a striker, I want to be as clinical as possible right at the start of the game. The more goals you score, the more skill points you'll earn, the faster you'll rank up, etc, etc. Now having a 3-star weak foot is good, it's better than nothing obviously, but at the start of the game to have a 3-star weak foot is not the end of the world in my opinion, but again we will strive for the 4 as we earn more skill points. Now this is probably the most important tab out of all of them, and that is moving on to your pace. So as you can see here, I've used as many as I can with the 15 skill points that I have, and what I will do as well, I'll also show you guys what I use after I've earned. So I'll use my whole 29 skill points that I've earned so far and give you guys a bit of a better idea of how you're going to rank up. So with the skill points that I've applied to this tab, you can see that my acceleration as well as my sprint speed are both over 80. Again, is pretty average, but you will see in game it is quite effective. Again, at the start of the game, everyone is fresh and you want to have that slight advantage over everyone else. So now you guys have seen the starting position, where to spend your skill points at the very beginning of the game. I'm going to give you guys a very quick idea of what your stats are going to look like after you start to play a few games. Now you can see here, again, my stats have improved slightly, and it's all just about playing the game and making progression. So even now with 29 skill points, I still haven't earned anything higher than 2-star skill moves. Again, I've just been getting by absolutely fine with just using the ball roll. Shooting, again, I haven't really touched it, but as you can see, I've literally just maxed out the pace, and again, that is the most important thing. Having 84 acceleration and 84 sprint speed, again, will beat those bots. They are very, very slow. So now guys, moving on to the gameplay side, and you guys will see the clips running in the background. Now as well, also guys, if you do want to see a video on how to earn more skill points when playing pro clubs, I will definitely try my best to get that done for you. But I would definitely first of all recommend, out of anything, use an any while you're playing. Using an any allows you to pass to anyone on the pitch, control all of the players, so you don't need to wait for the ball to come to you, and you can also create some nice link up play with the 2 strikers. You'll probably notice from the clips that is exactly what I'm doing myself. I find that having 2 strikers up top, you can kind of help each other out, maybe score some sweaty goals and just create more mayhem up top. The more mayhem you create, the more goals you're going to score. Again, everyone is getting used to this game. It's not easy at all to defend, especially if they're also using, or your opponents are also using, an any. So make sure you guys capitalize on it and try and score as many goals as possible. You'll see a variety of clips throughout this video, chips, shots, low drivens, like literally with this build you score anything, and that is honestly why I believe it to be the best build. It's so overpowered, especially at the start of the game. It's almost unfair. Everybody wants to make themselves tiny, really small, so they're absolutely rapid, but I find that with this build it does everything. It covers absolutely every aspect of a striker. You can score with your right. I think I scored a few goals with my left foot as well, considering it is only 3 stars. I've scored chips, I've scored headers, I literally do everything. I win headers, I win my battles, and again, these kind of things give you an advantage to win games and again earn more skill points. Guys, if you have any of your own builds at yourself or any other personal preferences that you change, make sure you guys let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always willing to try them out and see if anything suits my fancy. But guys, I would definitely recommend this build in particular. You can see from the clips with your own eyes that this is not a joke, this is not a lie. I am not feeding you rubbish. This is honestly one of the best builds to start off the game and to continue the game with, I promise you. Again, I need to make a massive shout out to my boy Curtis. He always helps me out with this. Every year we experiment with different things and he gives me a lot of advice. He's a very good pro clubs player as well as just a FIFA player in general. So make sure you guys go ahead and check his links down in the description below. But literally guys, that is going to be it for this video. You can see the proof on your screen. This build is just stupid. You're seeing the goals that I'm scoring. It just shouldn't happen, but it does, so whatever. Use it, let me know how you get on down below, and if you do want to see another position from me, comment down below which one you want me to do next. I'll have a look at the comments, and the one that has the most upvotes or the one that's commented the most, I will do next. So guys, with that being said, Don't forget to smash that like button for me, show your support. Also subscribe to the channel. I've got so many videos planned for you guys, so many different ideas. You guys are gonna love it. So I hope you guys stick around for the journey. It's great to be back making videos, doing what I love. So thank you guys for your continued support. But anyways guys, that's gonna be it from me. I've been Big Stampy. Peace.